I'm happy to announce that we've reached an agreement with Daily Maverick and Media 24. And we've prepared a draft ruling that will govern the agreement. I wonder if I might hand up copies. Please. Chair, Commissioners, it's quite a complicated arrangement, so it might make sense if I can take the Commission through it. And what we've tried to achieve is to the extent that it's possible to have reached agreement, we've tried to achieve a situation that maximizes the public's access to the Commission and at the same time maximizing the security of the witnesses who will testify and concerns relating to the disclosure of evidence relating to ongoing investigations. And the agreement that has already been reached relates to the testimony for today and tomorrow and for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. There's still an outstanding dispute in relation to the testimony for Thursday and Friday, but we're going to continue trying to reach agreement in that regard. And maybe if I can start at the end, if the Commission goes to paragraph 4 of the draft, we say we'll attempt to settle our dispute in respect of the witness who's going to testify on Thursday and Friday, on matters relating to ongoing criminal investigations. And in the event that we aren't able to settle our dispute, the dispute will be resolved on a timetable where we've given ourselves until lunchtime Wednesday to try to resolve that dispute. And by lunchtime Wednesday, if the dispute is not resolved, the evidence leaders will reply to the answering affidavit, will put up whatever written argument they want to put up. And by 3 o'clock on Wednesday, News 24 and Daily Maverick will put up their written argument in response. And we would ask the Commission to hand down a ruling at the start on Thursday. And whichever way that ruling goes, the witness will then be in a position to testify from Thursday. So that's the outstanding dispute which relates to Thursday and Friday, but the resolved disputes concern today, and it's quite a complicated scheme. For today and tomorrow, there will be one witness. That witness has been set up to testify remotely and off camera, so the witness's identity will be protected. No one will see the witness and no one will hear the witness. What we have is, we have evidence leader Ms. Poe at my left, who is going to act as an intermediary. So the questions from Ms. Hassim will be heard by the witness at the witness's remote site. The witness will answer into headphones of Ms. Poe, who will then repeat the witness's answers. So the witness's face and voice will be protected, but the witness's answers will be there for everybody to hear. And the exhibits that the witness refers to will be displayed on that screen and on the live feed. And the statement of the witness, insofar as the witness refers to that statement in the evidence, will similarly be displayed. And then after the witness's testimony has been finished, the transcript of the witness's testimony will be made publicly available, just as all other transcripts are made publicly available. So in essence, all that is being withheld from the process is the witness's face and voice. Then the same arrangement there will be 3 witnesses called from Monday to Wednesday next week. And the arrangement that I've just described will apply to one of those 3. The other 2 of the three are happy to testify without an intermediary. So they'll be off camera, but they will be, their voices will be heard. They're not concerned about being identified by voice. One of the three is. And the last provision of this agreement that we've reached with Daily Maverick and News 24 is that we've talked about 5 witnesses. The witness who will give testimony today, the witness who will give testimony on Thursday and Friday. So the witness who will give testimony today and tomorrow, the witness who will give testimony Thursday, Friday, and the witnesses who will testify Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Apart from those witnesses to which this ruling refers, we won't seek to lead any other witnesses in camera without making a new application, and we will give the public 72 hours notice of any new application. So that is the agreement we've reached. We've embodied it in this draft ruling, and we'd ask the Commission to issue the draft ruling as a formal ruling. And Mr. Duplessis from the media houses is present if there are any questions that you'd like to address to him.
Perhaps I'm misreading this, but thank you very much for the explanation, Mr. Chaskalson. What happens on Thursday 16?
Sorry, Chair, I didn't hear that.
What happens on Thursday 16 and Friday 17? I don't see any reference to that.
Paragraph 4. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, Chair.
I missed that. Mr. Duplessis, do you confirm that this does indeed accord with the agreement between the parties?
Good morning, Commissioners. Yes, I confirm that the draft order is acceptable to the media respondents. I suppose I have nothing further to add other than to thank the evidence leaders for their collegiality and a constructive engagement to find a balance, and to the Commission for accommodating us.
Thank you. Thanks to you too. By agreement between the parties, the evidence of the in-camera witness to be called today, that is Tuesday, 14 October 2025, and Wednesday, 15 October 2025, will be heard as follows. A, the witness will testify remotely and off camera. B, the answers of the witness to questions posed by the evidence leaders will be repeated publicly through an intermediary whose voice will be broadcast live as he or she repeats the witness's words. The witness's anonymized statement with exhibits will be displayed live on screen as the witness testifies. That's C. D, the transcript of the witness's testimony will be made publicly available after the witness has finished testifying. 2, the evidence of one of the 3 in-camera witnesses to be called in the period Monday, 20 October 2025 to Wednesday, 22 October 2025 will be heard as set out in 1 above. 3, the evidence of the remaining 2 in-camera witnesses to be called in the period Monday, 20 October 2025 to Wednesday, 22 October 2025 will be heard as follows. A, the witness will testify remotely and off camera. B, the witnesses will not testify through intermediaries, and their answers to questions of the evidence leaders will be broadcast live. C, the witness's anonymized statement with exhibits will be displayed live on screen as the witness testifies. D, the transcript of the witness's testimony will be made publicly available after the witness has finished testifying. 4, the parties will attempt to settle their dispute in respect of the witness who will testify on Thursday, 16 October 2025 and Friday, 17 October 2025 on matters which relate to ongoing criminal investigations. In the event that the parties are unable to settle their dispute, the dispute will be resolved on the following timeline. A, the evidence leaders will file their reply to the answering affidavit of News 24 and Daily Maverick on or before 1300 hours on Wednesday, 22 October 2025, together with any written submissions that they would want the Commission to consider. B, News 24 and Daily Maverick will file any submissions on their application on or before 1500 hours on Wednesday, 22 October 2025. C, the Commission will hand down its ruling on the in-camera application at the start of proceedings on Thursday, 23 October 2025. 5, apart from the witnesses to which this ruling refers, the evidence leaders will not seek to lead any other witness in camera without making a new application to the Commission and making the fact of that application publicly known at least 72 hours before the witness is called to testify.
Chair, I'm terribly sorry. I've just picked up that we've slipped a week in the dates in paragraph 4. I must apologize for that. So 4 starts off by referring to Thursday, 16 October and Friday, 17 October. And then it jumps to Wednesday, 22 October. That should be Wednesday, 15 October. Because we're talking about an arrangement for testimony this Thursday on the 16th. So, and in paragraph A, the Wednesday should be 15 October, not 22 October. And paragraph B, likewise, Wednesday, 15 October. And paragraph C is Thursday, 16 October. I apologize for that oversight. Between us, we missed our error on the dates.
I will not reread that. For 22 in A, we substitute 15. For 22 in B, we substitute 15. And for 23 in C, we substitute 16. In paragraph 5, apart from the witnesses to which this ruling refers, the evidence leaders will not seek to lead any other witnesses in camera without making a new application to the Commission and making the fact of that application publicly known at least 72 hours before the witness is called to testify. I hand down the ruling.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Shaskalsin. And is it Ms. Hassim now?
Thank you, Chair. It's my turn. It probably would be, if I can beg the Chair's indulgence for 2 minutes for us to set up the link with the witness. It probably is best for us to adjourn for a short period.
We'll hear from you then. We will not state a time. Let's adjourn. I think before we swear witness X in, we should swear in Ms. Powe, who's going to be relaying what witness X says. So right from the start, there should be an oath as to the act of relaying.
Thank you, Chair.
Please, Ms. Powe.
Thank you, Chair. I, Thabang Powe, declare under oath and declare that I shall faithfully and to the best of my ability relay into the record the testimony of witness X, whose identity is at the direction of the Commission and for security reasons withheld from the public, and who is testifying through an electronic link in these proceedings of the Commission of Inquiry to investigate allegations of criminality, political interference, and corruption in the criminal justice system arising from specific allegations made by Lieutenant General Madlanga on 6 July 2025 by mechanical or electronic means as ordered by the chairperson of the Commission.
Raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms.
Hassim?
Poe. Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Commissioners. Before you swear the witness in, if I can just, again, and for the sake of clarity and completeness, explain that today's witness is Witness X, and Witness X will be testifying before the Commission through an intermediary, Ms. Poe, and that this measure has been adopted due to safety and confidentiality concerns. These concerns are elaborated in a confidential Annexure A, which has been provided to the Commissioners. The witness's identity and personal details are being protected to ensure that they are not exposed to any risk of harm or intimidation as a result of their cooperation with the Commission. I'd like to reiterate for the record that as evidence leaders, we are mindful of that these proceedings are of great public interest, and that the principle of transparency is an essential feature of public inquiries of this nature. And we strive to uphold transparency where possible. In cases like this, however, it's necessary to balance the public's access with equally important obligations to protect witnesses who may be vulnerable or at risk. So we've set up a system to permit the witness to testify remotely. And although we've tested the system twice now, and we hope that it will run smoothly, I plead for your forbearance in the event that there are glitches. We can swear in the witness.
Thank you. And perhaps I should say this. Maybe you did touch on it. If you did, I missed it. The public and everybody gathered here and those viewing or listening remotely must bear with us because there will be delays between what Witness X says and the point at which the intermediary then relays what Witness X says.
That is indeed correct.
And we also need to be careful about the use of pronouns as well. Thank you. I've been told that Witness X will take the oath.
Witness X, can I confirm that you would prefer to take the oath?
Yes, I will take the oath.
Do you swear that the evidence you are going to give is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? If so, raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
Witness X, did you hear that? Let me repeat it for you. The chair has said, do you swear that the evidence that you will be providing to the Commission will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
Thank you. Ms. Hassim?
Thank you, Chair. Mr. X, I need to confirm, first of all, whether you are alone in the location where you are.
Yes, I am alone, Commissioners.
And secondly, I'd like to confirm the documentation that you have before you and that we will be referring to during the proceedings.
Okay,
You should have 5 files before you. The first is
correct, Commissioners.
The first is a file with your statement. Do you have that?
Yes, I do.
The second is a file that contains the annexes to your statement.
Yes, I do.
The third is a file that has annexes WB1 to WB2.
That's correct.
The fourth is a file that has annexes WB3 to WB6.
That is correct, I do have.
And the fifth and last file is a file that has annexes WB7.
Correct.
Can I confirm that you have no other material with you?
No, I do not have any other material.
Thank you.
Before you start, I just want to check something with the chair.
Witness X, the first thing I think it's important for us to begin with is to confirm that you also have, as part of your statement, a document called Confidential Annexure A.
Yes, I do.
Can I ask you to turn to that document, please?
Okay, I'm on that document.
In paragraphs 1 to 3, you describe who you are and your role and your job description. Can you confirm that the contents of those paragraphs are true and correct?
The contents of paragraphs 1 and 2 are correct.
And paragraph 3?
That is also correct.
And then in paragraphs 4 to 10, you explain the reasons for requesting that you provide evidence confidentially. Is that right? Can you
That's correct, Commissioners.
Can you confirm that the contents of those paragraphs, that's paragraphs 4 to 10, are true and correct?
The paragraphs are true and correct, Commissioners.
Thank you. You can set that aside. We'll now turn to your statement.
Okay.
At the outset of the statement, you explain what you'll be covering during your evidence, and you set that out in paragraphs 1 to 4. Can you just describe what you've said in paragraphs 1 to 4 for the Commission in summary?
Okay, thank you, Commissioners. In summary, on the 29th and 30th of September this year, 2025, the Divisional Commissioner, Lieutenant General Khumalo, delivered his evidence in the commission. And he had set out that he would present chats between a Mr. Madlanga and 5 individuals. The individuals being A, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi, Major General Senona, Brigadier Mkhwanazi, Mr. Rafadi and Mr. Karim. Unfortunately, due to the general falling ill, he could not continue with his testimony. I therefore will present the remaining chats in that aspect.
Thank you. So, continue.
As indicated on paragraph 5, the cell phone numbers have been cross-checked from our system, the SAPS. And can confirm they are registered to the individuals who are the subject of today.
Thank you. And just to confirm, those individuals are the following: Major General Senona, Mr. Mkhwanazi,
Correct?
Mr. Rafadi, and Mr. Karim.
Correct, Chair.
Just so there's no confusion, this is Brigadier Mkhwanazi and not Major General Mkhwanazi who testified before us.
This Mkhwanazi, Chair, is a different...
Yes, that's, I'm not asking a question.
Okay.
I'm
Yes,
just saying for the
confirm.
record, yeah, so
Yes.
that people listening or viewing should not think we are talking about Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. This is Brigadier Mkhwanazi.
That's correct, Chair. To be more specific, the Deputy Chief of Police of the Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department. Okay, Witness X, let's begin then with the WhatsApp chats between Mr. Madlanga and Major General Senona. Can you begin by explaining who is the Major General Senona in these chats?
Thank you, Commissioners. Major General Senona is the head of the DPCI in the KZN province.
And we can, if we start at page 1 of the chats, we see that the conversation begins on the 22nd of December, 2024, and it ends on the 14th May, 2025. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioners.
And I see from your statement that there are certain themes that arise for you in this conversation that you'd like to emphasize. Without going into the detail, can you just itemize the themes that you will be taking the Commission through?
The first theme is the beneficial relationship the General has with Mr. Madlanga. The second one being General Senona's interest in protecting Mr. Madlanga. The last theme would be sharing of institutional and confidential information.
Thank you. So we will deal with the chats under those themes, but it may be necessary at times to look at a chat that might not be reproduced in your statement. Do you confirm that that's how we will proceed?
Yes, I confirm, Commissioners.
So can you start then with the first theme at paragraph 9?
Thank you, Commissioners. Major General Senona has a close and beneficial relationship with an alleged criminal. The criminal is implicated in serious crimes, including attempted murder, fraud, and corruption.
Okay. Thank you. And you then say in paragraph 10, and we will see as we proceed through these chats, that there are numerous calls between the two individuals and numerous efforts to set up meetings. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioners, and you will also see the close relationship that Mr. Madlanga has with the General's son. And what seems to be the purchase of a property.
And you refer to the name of the son. Can you confirm that this is indeed the son of General Senona?
That is correct, Commissioners. Tato is the son of Major General Senona.
And we will go through the exchanges, but and you've referred to a purchase of property, but have you been able to establish whether that purchase actually was concluded?
We have not been able to confirm whether the purchase went through or not.
So if we can turn then to the exchanges that reflect this aspect. And that is at on the 9th of January 2025, beginning 9 January 2025. Can you read out that exchange, please?
General Sinona on 9 January 2025 at 17:39 texts Madlanga and says the following. Good afternoon, brother. Did you meet with Tato? Of which Mr. Madlanga responds and says, tomorrow, I'm waiting for offer to purchase first.
And then following that same theme, the next exchange on this topic is on 24 January 2025. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioners.
Can you turn to that chat and read that in for the record?
On 24 January 2025 at 18:22, Kat sends the following message to General Sinona. The message reads, Afternoon, Nduna. Can you please Tato to send me his FICA documents? I sent message and called. He's not responding. It's okay. He called me back.
And then following in the same theme, the next exchange is on 6 February 2025. Can you turn to that exchange and explain what's happening there?
On the 6th of February 2025, Mr. Madlanga forwards a screenshot to General Sinona. The screenshot is a conversation with Mr. Madlanga and an agent at Remax. Which contained an offer to purchase a property. The very same screenshots were sent to Tato Sinona on 24 January 2025.
So you can just pause there. Those screenshots that are shared, the same screenshots you say that were shared with Tato Sinona are contained in a separate chat between Mr. Madlanga and Tato Sinona. Is that correct?
That is
And-
correct, Commissioners.
And that is the set of chats that's contained in WB3.
Correct, Commissioners.
So if we cross-reference with WB3, page 3, is that the same set of screenshots that you're referring to?
That is correct, Commissioners.
That is the screenshots regarding the purchase of this property, and it's from Mr. Madlanga to Tato Sonona on 24 January, so it's on the same day.
It is on the same day.
Ms. Hassan,
Thank you.
Can I just check that paragraph 13 has got two parts to it. In the statement, there is a reference to the 6th of February with screenshots being forwarded, but it doesn't say to whom. And then there's the second part, which is the 24th of January, where the screenshots were forwarded to Tato. And my question is, does the first part, which references the 6th of February, is it forwarding to Tato on the 6th of February?
Thank you, Commissioner. Witness X, the question is, if you see your paragraph 13, there are two aspects to it. The first deals with 6 February 2025, where you speak of forwarded screenshots, screenshots that Mr. Madlanga forwards. Can you just confirm whether these are the screenshots that are forwarded from Tato Sonona or from someone else?
These are screenshots captured by Mr. Madlanga, and then he sends them to
So
he then sends them to Major General Sonona and to Tato Sonona.
So if we look at the content of that screenshot, maybe that will help to get a sense of where it originated.
Yes.
And it begins with, good morning, just checking how far are you with the OTP? Is the OTP referring to the offer to purchase?
That's correct.
And then it contains attachments for FICA information and an offer to purchase. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And it's followed by a message that says, good morning, Vusi. And then a response.
What's displayed on screen does not appear to keep pace with us or with the evidence.
It is on page 5 of the statement.
I've got it, yeah, but it's just what's showing on screen.
It's just on the screen share.
Yeah.
So maybe if I can assist it's on the 6th, it's the screenshot of 6 February. Do you have it? Okay, so to go back to that, so the content of that screenshot says, good morning, Busi, and then the response, please call me when you have a moment. Do you know who that exchange is between?
Yes, Commissioners, from the screenshots, it appears that Mr. Madlanga is having a conversation with the estate agent. of which the estate agent texts to say, "Good morning, Vusi." Mr. Matala then responds, "Please call me when you have a moment," and we see there a voice call lasting 3 minutes.
Followed by?
Followed by an instruction on what should be done next. Where the text reads as follows. Which reads as follows. On the OTP under point number 34, you can state how you want to make payment. You can fill in all your details on both documents I have sent.
So is it your evidence that this exchange is a forwarded message from the estate agent to General Sonona?
Chair, I'm sorry to interrupt. We have a slight problem on the...
Sorry, Witness X, please. Sorry, Chair, the witness was speaking because, can you please pause for a moment?
We have a slight problem on the feed. Can I ask for a 5-minute adjournment while we sort this out? I'm sorry just to do that.
Let's adjourn. We'll come back when you indicate that we should.